Hello dear Steemians, DTubers and beautiful people of blockchain. That's me again at Crypto Spa, and this is my next episode of the show, Crypto Talk. Today we have a very interesting special guest. He is the creator of the application DLIKE. His name is Abdul. So hello Abdul.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So let's start, and I would like to ask you a very short question. Could you say a few words about you and how long have you been involved in this cryptocurrency world?
Yes, my big name is Abdul. People know me on Steem as Seek, and now mostly people know me as Musa, my identity for social media. I am a passionate crypto lover. I have been involved since very start. I think I first bought my BTC when it was too early. Then dropped it, then came back to 2016, I think so, and started some BTC faucets. That was my first real experience to develop some faucets. And then in the end of 2017, when crypto was at its peak, I knew about Steem and I loved it, and I put everything into the Steem. I think it was the end of 2017 or start of 2018 when I came to Steem. And then suddenly I realized that there should be something developed good for the young generation who do not want to write long stories on Steem. So idea came of DLIKE, which we are talking about today. And we started developing it in March 2018. So that's the basic how I reach here.
Okay, so thank you. So could you tell us just briefly in few words what exactly DLIKE is, because some of our audience, they are still not familiar with DLIKE. So just in a few words, what DLIKE is.
Yes, of course. DLIKE is basically a social media platform. We are developing a social-like activity where users can share informative links with the community, and anyone who wants to get informed about the basics of what going on in the global environment at right now, in the form of news, in the form of stories, especially the crypto, they can come to DLIKE and see what the DLIKE is all about, what the news going all about, and in just few clicks they can see the whole stories of the day. So basically our idea was where people can share things with each other and develop a community so they can be in touch with each other to get socialized, and all of the above. We wanted a system where everyone who is taking part into this should be rewarded. So basically, this is just like a Reddit, or you can say Pinterest. Our media relation taskmaster mostly says this is just like a Reddit killer. So we are basically trying to give a platform where users can share, get interactive with each other, and on above that, the time which is put into the efforts they put into the system, they are get rewarded. So this is basically the idea behind the DLIKE which we are trying to develop.
Thank you. So then I want to ask you, why did you choose Steem blockchain to build DLIKE on the top of this blockchain? There are many other blockchains. Why did you choose exactly Steem blockchain?
Yes, that's a story which I started in this very early in my interview. The basic thing which makes us to go into Steem is the diversity which Steem offers. There are many blockchains, but the diversity which Steem offers to its users and especially the developers, the opportunity which developers can get on Steem blockchain, I assure you can't see anything else like this on any other blockchain. Then, especially when I am talking about diversity, you can imagine there are now many dApps as compared to, you can see on Ethereum or Tron, gambling, gaming, not diversely. They are just focused on gambling. Here, once you come on Steem, you see there is DLIKE information related. There is Steem Hunt. You can see they are using product based information. Then there is a very good app which you use on daily basis, which is ActiveIt. You can see there is normal life use case, real use case. So in your real life, you can see three basic examples which are already developed, and there will be a lot more developed. Just like you are wearing a very nice cap of DTube, and DTube is going to kill at some time. You will come to know that censorship is something which should not be on blockchain, and this blockchain has been developed totally for this decentralization. So DTube is there. Of course, we are all of us benefiting from this. So basic thing which Steem blockchain is giving us developers is the diversity which we can go on and develop anything, everything. And the other thing which we prefer to came to Steem actually is the community. Community development on any other blockchain, you can see there is alphanumeric, something like long digits or numbers, which is your identity, and you even can't remember your own wallet. Here on Steem, everyone has a unique identity. You can get with each other, just like we are talking to each other with some identity, and we know, yes, that's Sarzik, that's Asmusa. So there is some identity based cooperation between each other, and this helps to build a community. People love to each other talking this way. So this community building was what is necessary for DLIKE to be in this shape. Basically, a social media platform always need community development. So this feature of Steem is must thing for any developer who want to build a community-based development, who want to build a community-based dApp actually, and you know the future is only on dApps. I assure you one thing: once this block today, this is emerging thing. Blockchain is emerging thing, but future is with blockchain, and everyone will love to have his own dApp at least. And if he is not having a dApp, he will be connected to any dApp. So those with have communities developed in these early ages will actually benefit. So these there are many other reasons. I can many count many things which Steem has actually outperformed others in this area of community development. Actually, I love this Steem blockchain due to this feature. And one more thing, yes, I should mention that cost effectiveness. This is much more anything else than we can consider on other blockchain. Can you imagine an article of 3, 4, 10 lines even you can publish on Ethereum? No, gas fees involved. People can't do those things on. So there are only gambling and such things, gaming, where you can't do gas fees. Steem is giving you this opportunity of cost effectiveness. I can say many other things, but I think these are the basics on which we are developing, and everyone should come to Steem if he wants to develop a real user case based development. dApp, if he wants to develop a real user based dApp, then he should come on Steem blockchain, as Steem is a diversified, a cost effective, and on all of the above, a community opportunity for every one of us who are involved with it. I hope it's very likely Steem thing which you and me will agree, and our audience will agree more on this.
Thank you for this detailed answer. And because you said that the community is great, there are many developers, people should come to Steem blockchain. I would like to ask you, what are the main advantages, for example, for us, the users? For example, if I use DLIKE, what are the benefits for me?
Basic benefit which right now every one of us is attached to social media. Life is, you can say, just like empty without social media. Everyone is using Facebook, Twitter, and some other Reddit, Pinterest. So everywhere social life is becoming social with this internet globally. We are trying to develop a network where socially we can gather people to come and attach each other. But what benefits you people and everyone who wants to use DLIKE or is on DLIKE, the reward for your time. the effort you put to bring information to the community, you are rewarded for that in the form of Steem upvotes, DLIKE tokens, and in future we are developing many other things which will be more than this, to say it's a real benefit for your time which you surf on the internet in the form of social activities.
Oh, so thank you. For example, you just mentioned that one of the main benefits for the users of DLIKE is that they can communicate with each other. They are on the Steem blockchain, so they create social contacts with other people from other parts of the world. But they also receive some Steem votes and DLIKE tokens for their activities. So let's then switch to the DLIKE token, and I have just a few questions. And the first one is about the upcoming initial exchange offering that will take place on Monday, so it is tomorrow. And this is about the initial exchange offering on the crypto exchange IDCM Korea. I would like to ask you a little bit provocative question. Why did you choose to launch the token or to make this initial exchange offering now? Is it because you have noticed that at the moment there is a big hype on the initial exchange offerings market, and whatever the people sell, everything is sold off in a couple of minutes, and it's easy, or seconds, and it is easy to collect money, and you just notice this situation and want to take advantage of this? Or is it because the ecosystem of DLIKE is mature enough and now is the right time to launch the token? Could you a little bit elaborate on this? Why did you choose exactly this time to launch the token?
Yes, the basic idea of this IO is the fundraising. We all know ICO is already over. And the thing which is now everyone talking about is initial exchange offering. We are unfortunate that Steem was going very well for SMT project, and we were already, I think all the dApps who own the Steem blockchain were ready for the SMTs, but I don't know the reasons why it got late, and actually it was to come in March this year. So everyone had a preparation for SMT. Steem Hunt has a preparation, Activate has, we have a proposition as to go into SMTs. But unfortunately, it did not happen, and we are also still waiting for SMTs to come. So in the meanwhile, you can see the last 4 or 5 weeks, or you can say 2 months, this train of IOs is just leaving the station. Everyone is willing to get into it because everything, just like you can see, ICO in the start was a big success for even small projects. So we are actually trying to benefit ourselves from this opportunity of some fundraising, so we can get DLIKE economically stable and build our ecosystem as what we are looking for in the future. I think this is the best time. If we had the opportunity of SMTs, we should have definitely gone for it. But in the meantime, we are just going for fundraising and bringing some investors into the system. Actually, this R will have overall the Steem blockchain. Every the thing we are doing, our Steem Hunt has done, our other dApps will go into this. We are always looking for the opportunities that investors come into the system, and this opportunity will definitely help Steem ecosystem. We have already announced that once this SMT is released, we will definitely have plans to swap over to SMTs to be on the Steem blockchain. So for the time being, and the golden time, you can say this is the golden time of IEO, and we should not waste it. So we are definitely trying to get into this opportunity and have some funds for our development, our upcoming actual project ecosystem development. So I think this is the opportunity which we are trying to grab.
Okay, so I would like also to ask you, for example, what kind of people may benefit or what kind of Steemians may benefit from participating in this, let's say, initial exchange offering that will take place tomorrow? Is it good for, let's say, traders, I mean speculators, that will just buy the token, for example, tomorrow, and in a couple of days when listed, sell it and make fast profit within a short time, earn some money if the price of the token goes up? Or is it a good investment opportunity to buy DLIKE tokens and to hold them for a year or 2 or 3? So I mean, is it a good investment opportunity for long-run investors?
Yes, that's an interesting question. Actually, I personally don't believe in speculation. And the basic purpose of launching this DLIKE token was to build an ecosystem so it will serve as an asset for our platform. I am very much confident that this asset will be very useful for all those investors who are looking into this right now. So it is a long-term opportunity for everyone who believe in this project, who believe that this can go on, the opportunity is there. I think this is the thing into the second option you are saying people should buy and hold the token for long-term opportunity. As we develop our system and go into mainstream social networks, it will definitely become an asset for them.
So thank you for answering this question. So as I understand, it is better to be a long-run investor if, for example, I buy some DLIKE tokens. It means that I believe in the long-run success of this ecosystem, and I am a true believer of the success of DLIKE. And that's why I would like to ask you my final question in this interview. What do you think the ecosystem of DLIKE will look like, let's say, for example, in 1 or 2 years? Is the number, for example, of active users of DLIKE constantly growing?
Yes, of course. No one can predict what the future will be, but thing which we are putting is the effort right now. We are getting very good results. Recently, we have seen upfolds of many times of our traffic. Actually, we lost the momentum in between once we were developing DLIKE 2.0 and shifting from 1.0 to 2.0. We lost some momentum, but now we are gaining it back just before our IEO is going on. So it is something that will be very lucrative, I can say, in the term what we are in the future what we are focusing is the opportunity, just like Reddit or Pinterest, but on addition of it some reward system. And I assure you this blockchain will develop, and once it will develop, everyone will like to earn some crypto online, and it will be a pure example of social media earning for users who love to be online most of their time and sharing information with the community. So I think 1 year roadmap is very clear with our website. On our website, 1 year we are going to develop some apps and going into iOS and Android app. We actually launched our alpha variant, and now we are developing our Android and iOS variant, which will be launched soon. So basically 1 year roadmap is very clear. Efforts can be there, and I can say it will be good to the investors who believe in this project, and I assure everyone who is involved with DLIKE is already happy with it. Already happy. We have a big community already developed. People are using DLIKE on regular basis, and this is something very positive for us. If you come, you become a liking mind DLIKER. So we say we are always inviting people, then grabbing them, and then putting them, and all these efforts are developing us to make a real community, which ultimately will develop something big. Surely.
So, Abdul, thank you very much for participating in this interview. Of course, I wish you a big success tomorrow during the initial exchange offering. I just want to ask you a question just has come to my mind. If I want to take advantage and participate somehow in the DLIKE ecosystem, can I, for example, delegate some Steem power and in return receive some DLIKE tokens?
Yes, yes, of course. Sorry. DLIKE, from the very start, we have a delegation system. On every week, we pay our delegators amount of DLIKE tokens. At right now, we are paying 1 to 1. 1 SP delegated is equal to 1 DLIKE token. So we are actually giving you people, the sponsors, delegators who have believed in us, 100 to 100 daily, and is paid on Monday weekly. So a big opportunity for everyone who want to earn DLIKE tokens, he can delegate his SP into the system. And also we are offering something special in future where delegators will have something better. Just we are passing this transition period of IO, we will develop a better system of, you can say, rewards for our delegators in future just after our IO is finished. But of course, everyone right now can delegate. You can delegate also, and we will welcome you on this.
So thank you very much. Definitely, I will delegate immediately after our interview some amount of my Steem power because I want to receive some DLIKE tokens. I'm really very excited about this token. So thank you very much, Abdul. I just want to ask you, would you like to say some final words and to convey some message to our audience?
Yes, I am very thankful, especially to you giving us this opportunity. I am thankful to every DLIKer who is believing in DLIKE, every contributor who is sharing useful information on our network, our platform to make it more vibrant, and especially our delegators who believed in us and delegated us to make this platform. And one name I should mention in this is the freedom, big freedom of Steem. He believed in DLIKE when we needed it a lot. He invested, he delegated, and if DLIKE is here today, I can say it is just freedom who made it possible with his investment, with his realization, many other good names who have helped me to reach here, who have helped with his investment, with delegation, with contribution, with the useful inputs. So thankful to everyone, and I assure you we will not let you down, and we will make DLIKE the best ecosystem developed on Steem blockchain. Let's hope, and we assure you things which are just we are lacking behind right now will be very good in real time. I can assure you real time. We are developing slowly but surely. This is something we are going forward assuredly. That is one thing which is plus point of DLIKE, and on behalf of my team, especially the people who work with me, are working with me and making DLIKE possible, doing things with their time, with their money, and everything they are putting. I want to say thanks to you, our audience, and everyone from my team, myself, and especially to you. It was clear to talk to you.
So thank you, Abdul, once again. I really enjoyed this communication. Once again, I wish you good luck. And of course, I want to say thank you to our audience. I would be very happy if some of our Steemians who will watch this interview will support DLIKE. For example, they can delegate some Steem power, so it will be great. So that was my next episode of my show, My Crypto Talk. Thank you for watching. Have a great Sunday and see you in my next episode. That was me at Crypto Spa.